Not gonna lie, this one is kind of crazy. Aiden actually locked in Trump in Twitter Spaces with none other than the owner of Twitter, Elon Musk. Man, look at this.
Well, I was going to say how good the numbers were. By the way, we're going back to Butler, and we're going to go
Great.
back in October. We're all set up, and the people are fantastic in Butler. It's a great area. Great, these are incredible people. Like the three that, in the case of Corey killed, and the other two, the families are. I got to know them a little bit, and the families are great. But we're going.
See, Trump, I know because I've been around people that do that. You know, I've seen grandmas and stuff where they take the teeth out, and I could tell you got dentures, my boy. I heard that. I heard it. That's that when the glue is starting.
Back to Butler, and I think I'll probably start by saying, as I was saying, prior to being so horribly interrupted.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so rudely interrupted by an assassination attempt.
no, but the chart.
Some people have no manners.
Elon, the chart was just a chart that, in my last week, we had the best illegal immigration numbers, meaning stopping. It was at the lowest. You've seen the chart. It's become quite a famous chart.
Yeah.
But that was the lowest point ever recorded. It was a really, I was very proud of those numbers. And then you see what happened.
The only thing that is just weird to me with this, the only thing that's strange to me is, cool, Donald Trump gets shit done. We said that. But Donald Trump he be just lying. All of them lie though. We know this. Dems lying, Republicans lying. Everybody saying what they're gonna say what they need to say to get what they need to get. But Trump just be saying the best all the time. Like, we have the best. This was the best. I had the best. And I'm just thinking, like, Elon Musk is over here trying to get people out of Earth. So he has to have his maybe. But, they said Einstein couldn't even tie his shoe. So let me just. Okay.
People, shut up. Kamala and Joe, you see what happened. They just let it go. I had remain in Mexico policies. I had all these different policies that was so good. Guys like Tom Homan and Brandon Judd from Border Patrol.
Just look. I was just about to say, Aiden is trying not to be bored. And look.
These are all people that they've been on television. It says the best numbers we've ever had. We had so many different checks. Catch and release in Mexico, bro. Not the United. We had catch and release in the United States. We had it in Mexico. We had so many things. We had things where if many people come in there, they have contagious diseases. We had
the best
everything
medicine.
Passed. If you have a contagious disease, I'm sorry, but we cannot allow you into the country. Right. So we were setting literally records, and all I was doing is showing that, and I use it sometimes. Sure. And in this case, I'm glad I used it. I can tell you that. But they were fantastic numbers. But I'm going to sleep with that chart always. I'll be sleeping with that chart.
I'm just thinking now, just hearing from what he was saying in the previous video, Aiden, when he gets to be a full man, he might be dangerous. Like, to have all this money and power and the ability to say F it and I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. That could be good or bad.
Was very important for a lot of reasons.
Well, I mean, would it be accurate to say that you're supportive of legal immigration, but we also need to shut down illegal immigration and especially unvetted illegal immigration, because and that's not the same as saying that everyone who's an illegal immigrant is bad. In fact, I think most people who are
so Elon is here to clear up his washiness.
Illegal immigrants are actually good, but you can't tell the difference unless there's a solid vetting of who comes across the border. Does that actually represent your position?
I say it very simply. They have to come in legally. They have to be checked.
Yeah.
Because look, Kamala was the border czar. Now she's denying it. Everything that I do, she's saying she was
He lying. No, she wasn't. We can Google who is it. Man, I've already done this. We already Googled who is the head of defense. It's not Kamala, bro. She don't know shit. She's not, bro.
Strong on the border. We're going to be strong. Well, she doesn't have to say it. She could close it up right now. They could do things right now. It's horrible. No tax on tips, and all of a sudden she's making a speech and there will be no tax on tips. I said that months ago.
Facts.
And by the way, they had just the opposite. You know, they had not only tax on tips, but they hired 88,000 IRS agents, and many of them were assigned to go get waitresses and caddies and all of this on tips. They have a policy. They had a policy that they were really going to go after you, and were really harassing people horribly. And then all of a sudden, for politics, she says, you know, she comes out with what I said, which I think is terrible. And I think it's also hitting them very hard. These people are fake. Now they're also saying they did a good job on the border. We had the worst numbers in the history of the world, not of our country.
Facts.
There's never been a country.
Aiden just be saying facts. You don't even know nothing. Aiden, you already said you're not political, which is fine, because I'm not saying you need to be. But you know you don't know nothing about nothing. Stop it.
In history that has had a catastrophe like this. We've had, I believe, and I think you believe this too, you know, you hear 12 million, 13. I believe it's over 20 million people came into our country, many coming from jails, from prisons, from mental institutions, or a bigger version of that is insane asylums, and many are terrorists. And I'll tell you what, they're coming not...
How they getting let out of jail, in prison, in terrorist groups, and just being able to come over here, Trump?
Just from South America. They're coming from Africa. They're coming from all over the world. They're coming
South
from
America.
Asia. They're coming from the Middle East.
We need to get
They're coming from countries that are stupidly and horribly bombing Israel October 7th. They're coming from all over the world. And you know, you look at, it's so sad, October 7th, because it should have never happened.
Yeah.
It's so sad when you look at Ukraine. It should have never happened.
What the fuck is it doing?
We have a defective government. These are defective people.
Who's
and
tapping
they're not
my
people
mic?
that should be running it. But where you see it the best is the border. Because you have millions of people coming in a month.
Yo, that's unprofessional. You can't do this. You talking to a president and the nigga half in charge of the world. What are you doing?
And then she gets up and she tries to pretend like
speaker now.
She's going to do something. She had 3.5 years. And by the way, they have another 5 months that they can do something, but they won't do anything. It's all talk. He's incompetent and he's incompetent. And frankly, I think that he's more incompetent than he is.
Oh my God,
I'm
no.
saying something.
Bro, stop doing stuff. Just let these niggas talk, man.
He's not too good.
Yeah. No, I think it is essential to have a secure border. I mean, you're really not a country unless you have a secure border.
Why are you laughing?
And secure elections.
You know, absolutely secure elections, and so it's just essential to have a real border, or we can't function as a country, and our services, you know, our social services are being overwhelmed in a lot of cities, but as we were talking about earlier, I think having a legal immigration process that is smooth and efficient and done well. And I, you know, speaking as someone who is a legal immigrant,
I was about to say, wait a minute, ain't you an immigrant?
I think I mean, like one way to think of it is, who do you want on your team? You know, who do you want on Team America? And I think we want to just say, okay, we want to let in people who are gonna, you
It's
know,
a loaded
be
question.
great contributors to our society and to our economy, and you know, and who do you want on the team? And it's not to say that
get out of your damn nose. This nigga always on his nose, always in his nose.
Like in my opinion, actually, I'd say like probably most of the illegal immigrants actually are actually good, hardworking people. That's my opinion. But some are not.
Okay. We got some common sense here.
And you just have this sort of adverse selection process where, you know, if somebody's, you know, if somebody's like, you know.
Oh, I got y'all. Look, I can save y'all a whole lot of time. this is Elon setting the platform for, you know, being able to fix a need. That's what Elon does. He fills in the need. Oh, we don't know how to do this yet. Oh, we can't create this yet. Or oh, we don't go here yet. Let me fill the need. Let me fill the hole.
Has a career in theft or robbery. I don't understand what's taken them so long to get here. Because we're such a target-rich environment. I mean, you know, why aren't more people who have a career in, you know, bad things coming here sooner? Because it's a piece of cake to go rob, you know, houses in LA or New York compared to other parts of the world. And
his accent is very different. It's broken up. It's like he's American and something else. And something else out of that.
And
I know he's
in a lot
European,
of places in America, if you try to stop the person who's robbing you,
he's from Africa. I forgot.
So,
it's right. I mean, what's happening with crime? And our police are so good, but they're not allowed to do their job. Right. But I have to tell you, Elon, I hate to say it because it's such a downer to say it. I hate to say it. I hate it. But you have a lot of people that just shouldn't be. I think it's a much bigger number.
Yeah, Trump. I hear I think it's the much bigger. So you can hear that spit in his mouth. That's his dentures. Trump got dentures, y'all. I'm not even ragging. I'm just giving y'all new information you might not have knew. Those are dentures. That's the sound of dentures. Listen.
They're allowing allowing people from their jails. And if you were running one of these countries where they're coming from, you would have had all of them. As an example, Venezuela, their crime is down 72%. They're taking their drug dealers. They're taking, frankly, their prisoners. They're emptying out their prisons. They're taking their criminals, their murderers.
So this is really a. I heard that it pretty much kind of continues like that, where they just kind of, you know, just sharing each other's thoughts, but it's on points that Trump continuously is touching on. So I will spare y'all the details. But yeah, I'm like, yo, Adin trying to go crazy right now. He's got Trump, he's got Elon. Where will he go next?